Do you struggle to be on every social media platform as a DJ or music producer? Or maybe you see all the different social media platforms from Instagram to TikTok to Facebook to YouTube to SoundCloud to Twitch to Threads, and you don't know which ones to be on, which ones to spend your best time on, and which ones are going to be best for you. So in this video, I'm going to look at my favorites and break them down into pros and cons, and then we can see if they're right for you as DJs and music producers. So which ones are my favorites? Let's do this. When it comes to social media, which one do you like? Very simply, do you have a favorite? Do you find yourself gravitating to one more than other? Or do you despise them all? If it's the latter, we have a lot of work to do, but turning up here to this video has made a big step forward for you. Congratulations. When you're starting out as a DJ and producer, there is a temptation to be across every platform, posting on everything, all at once, all the time. And that can lead to massive problems, massive content problems, and a load of fear in what you post across all platforms. And I bet in your head you go, shit, I need to post content on all these platforms. How am I going to do it? Well, I'm here to save you a lot of effort, and I'm going to save you a lot of heartache, and I'm going to tell you this. It is better to do one platform really, really well and spend 80% of your time on that one platform, learning the platform in depth, learning what content works, learning the trends. You'll find from doing that platform really well, you learn skills on that platform which are transposable over to other platforms, which then makes content making easier on those other platforms a lot quicker and a lot easier. Now, you are going to need to combine some of the other platforms with your main platform, but the time you spend into your main platform should be your 80%, and then maybe the other 20% on a secondary platform. So let's ask some questions and let's set some ideas about what platform you're going to use. So let's ask you this question. Why are you using the platform? What are your goals for being on that platform? Also, what is the age demographic of your potential fans? Because this may dictate which platform is right for you. Each of you will answer differently. Maybe get a pen and paper and write them down. Is it to get a lot of people listening to your music? Is it because you want to DJ? Is it because you want to be an expert music production teacher in your field? Is it to build an audience so you can tour the world and be a megastar? The next question I'm going to ask you, how much content can you realistically make per week? And again, each platform has its own demands and requirements as to how much content you need to push out to make it really, really sing for you. For instance, TikTok, you need a bit more. YouTube, you need a bit less. Then, what kind of content do you like making? Is it video content? Is it audio content? Is it just writing text and that's what you're really good at? Next question, what setup do you have? Or what setup can you use? What do you have at home? Do you have decks? Do you have equipment? Do you have cameras? If you don't have all these, what can you use? Or maybe you need to go and find a local studio which you can use on the regular and film in batches and do all your content in one go. Mass create content. Places like Pirate Studio, I'll link to them below so you can see if there's one of those in your area. They're really great. And there's one final bit of step that you're going to really, really need to do. And so many people miss out on doing this, but it's the biggest way to grow on any platform. So stick around because I'm going to tell you that later. So which are my favorite platforms for DJs and producers? I've broken down 5 of my key ones and we're going to look at pros and cons. So let's get started. And let's start with a big one. Number 1, Instagram. Okay, my pros. It's still the biggest platform for dance music. It has the biggest population of DJs and music producers on it, and record labels and festivals and club shows and events. So it's got the biggest discoverability for you and your music. You also can find new artists, and you can network with other peers and other potential bookers. It has different formats of content which are absolutely banging for DJs and music producers, especially in dance music, because of things like reels and carousels are great for music, they're great for DJ content. Instagram has super engaged fans and has one of the best ROI per follower to conversion from its content to becoming a super fan. There is still so much organic reach on the platform, and our course members are seeing sometimes 200 to 300% more views and reach than they have followers. Promoters and record labels still look at Instagram following and still look at Instagram reach and numbers to see whether they should book you or sign you to their record label. So that's why it's important. Okay, cons. There is so much noise on the platform. Let's not beat around the bush. There's so many other DJs, there's so many other producers, all vying for the same space and the same audience and the same fans. So you really, really need to be specific about what content you're putting out and really be specific about the strategy you put in place to make your content. Because if you want to break through the noise, then this is what you need to do, which on this channel, hi, it's me, I help you with. And I help you with new videos all the time. And we've got great playlists of Instagram videos and Instagram growth videos for you, and I'll link to those below. I also have an ebook and a free training which you can jump on, and I'll link to that in the description. Go and jump on it today. Getting the right content for the right part of the platform is also something that DJs and producers I see so often struggle with. Understanding what content goes on Reels, what content goes on carousels, what even is a carousel for starters, or what goes on post and what goes on stories, and where each part of those content live within the platform. I see it so often. The other one is whether you should use live and DJ live on Instagram. Don't do it. Do Q&As, it's much better. The platform is always evolving and constantly being updated, so it can be difficult to keep up with those updates and keep up with what's working and the trends. 80% of people watch the content with the volume off, which can be detrimental for those that are putting DJ or music content, depending on where that person finds you and when they're going to watch it. Imagine it's first thing in the morning, they're scrolling, it's dark, and they're just lying next to somebody in bed. They're not going to have the music on, so they're just going to see a video, they're going to swipe past it. And if you're talking to camera, make sure you put the subtitles on when you're making the piece of content so people can read with the volume off. Okay, that's Instagram. Number 2, YouTube. Let's do the pros first. YouTube has a massive audience. It's 2.7 billion users per month. And that's an active user base of 122 million per day, and it's the absolute biggest. YouTube is popular across all of the demographics, from millennials to Gen Z to Gen X to baby boomers. Everyone uses YouTube, so there's a good chance you're going to find your audience with YouTube. DJ videos get massive watch time, as you can put them on at work, you can put them on the after party, you can put them on when you're cooking or running, or just in the background when you're working. There are 3 types of videos you can make for a DJ: either the big production like our friends at Flavor Trip, or the really big ones like Circle. You can have just your hands and you're DJing in a studio, or you can actually just have the mix with a cool piece of artwork, and therefore you don't need a camera at all. You can film from your phone, your laptop, or have a proper setup. You can connect directly with artists in the comments or the community tab, and you can build a lovely community within YouTube. And if you're watching this, drop me a comment and let me know if you're enjoying it. Comments really help YouTube videos, and they really help get more reach. So if you enjoy my videos, please take 2 seconds to drop a little comment, even if it's a little hands up emoji. It really means the world to me. Also, with YouTube, the load on the content you're going to need to make can be much less. You might only need to do a mix every couple of weeks, and you can plan them out months in advance if you really think about it. And also then you can use the audio across other platforms like SoundCloud. You can also cut the content up and use it for your other social media. So it's kind of making all the content in one place. And if you didn't see this video on how to make 100 pieces of content in one day, go and watch it next. Cons. Okay, the bigger videos with the bigger locations and the bigger budgets are going to cost money. It's going to cost money to have bigger cameras and better looking setups. You might need to buy extra cameras and equipment, which is an extra expense, which no one needs right now. There is a super steep learning curve when it comes to YouTube, and before you get it all right, you have to understand all the parts before your video starts to take off. I do help you understand YouTube as DJs on this channel. Again, I've got a load of playlists, I'll link to them below, on how to make YouTube channels as DJ, and I've got a free ebook again to help you, and I'll link that in the description as well. And to make the other social media content I was talking about, you are going to have to learn things like video editing. You're going to need to learn how to use CapCut to chop the content up. It's not going to be as simple as just filming it on your phone. You also need to send traffic from other sources like email databases and social media to really drive the reach in the platform. Okay, next one, SoundCloud. Let's do its pros. SoundCloud is a great platform for dance music and DJs. Firstly, it's great for listening to. I love listening to music on SoundCloud. I love listening to DJ mixes. It is literally the first program I fire up in the morning, and I have it on all day. I love finding new artists and new mixes, and I love doing it all the time. It's great for that. It's also great for sending demos, and is literally still one of the go-to platforms for sending demos. The private upload allows you to monitor when people listen, and it's super useful for sending demos. And if you're not sure what I meant when you're sending demos, check out this video. It's going to help you make sure you'll get your demos across the line if you've got no track record or releases so far. It's really great for uploading mixes, and it's actually the best platform as far as I'm concerned. We upload a data transmission 40 to 50 mixes per week across data transmission radio, data transmission drum and bass, new techno. Our channel's still got great reach, and I've still got great following, and still got great plays. It's good for connecting with other artists. It's essentially a social media audio platform, and it has all the functions of a social media platform like comments, messaging, likes, shares. The learning for the platform are pretty basic, and you can be up and running, getting more plays and building an audience pretty quickly within SoundCloud, especially if you watch my SoundCloud videos. The repost function is still one of the best functions out there for growing your audience and growing the reach of your music. The more reposts you get, the more exposure you get, the more reach you get. And by using things like Repost Exchange, which you can plug into, you can actually grow your audience even further by just simply using the repost function. We also have paid repost offers, and they're great for growing your audience even further. Lots of channels do this. Essentially, you tap into their audience audience. It really expands the reach of your mix, your tracks, your bootlegs, and really can grow you as an artist by reposting. You can build tracks inside the platform without having to send any extra traffic to it if you use some certain tactics. And I've discussed all those in depth across my SoundCloud videos. It's great for bootlegs, and if you plug in a platform like Hyped It, you can actually build followers for people downloading your tracks. These are called download gates, and they're really, really cool. I'll link to my video on Hyped It below to help you understand how that works. The cons for SoundCloud. You need to keep uploading music, which can be difficult if you're trying to get downloads signed and you're not putting music out, you're not uploading snippets or anything like that to the platform, you've not got any bootlegs or edits. It can be difficult, but using mixes can be your regular upload. There is a culture at the moment also where you can't seem to upload little samples of clips, and I wish that would come back because it was really good in the past, and it seems to have got lost over the years. Just upload 2 minutes, share that out and get some feedback on it, like you do on Instagram, for instance. You upload a minute there and it's fine. Do it on SoundCloud. Let's get that culture going again because it was really cool. On SoundCloud, another con, the mobile experience is still super lacking, and when you think 80% of people use the mobile app over every other platform, they still need to develop it more and they still need to make it better. It's definitely improved over the last year, but it's still not great. For instance, the buy link doesn't work on the mobile app, so if you're thinking to get people to buy your music from SoundCloud on release and using the buy link to send them to some places like Beatport, it doesn't work. You can't see it on mobile, so you need to think about where you're putting that buy link as well. Paying for the repost channels can be expensive and can be an extra cost that you don't need, again, in these times. And also the final one, there's much less global audience on SoundCloud than there are other platforms. There's much less people, there's much less fans, and it's not got as bigger audience as, say, YouTube or Spotify or the other social media platforms. Okay, TikTok. This is a big one. Let's talk about pros. I don't really talk about TikTok on this platform. I mean, if you'd like me to, let me know in the comments because I'd love to know. Pros. You can grow super quick on this platform. You can still do it even in 2024. The organic reach is absolutely massive. You can use the same content from your Instagram Reels for your TikTok as long as you make it off platform and then add on the captions in, say, CapCut. You can put the same piece of content on both platforms. You can have both super short and really long content. Have up to 10 minutes on TikTok, and they're even now pushing to go widescreen like we have here on YouTube. The search is really, really good and discoverability is incredible. Raw content still works and you can still film from your phone. You don't have to have super over-processed content. Keeping it simple, cheap to make content and easy to grow. Still a great platform. Cons. You need a lot of content to grow on TikTok, and you need to be posting regularly because that's what the audience like over there. And you have to stick with it with content. Sometimes you're going to get 200 plays and then sometimes you're going to get loads. You just have to keep posting and posting and posting and working out what's working with your audience. The second big con is the audience doesn't convert that well. You have to usually send them from TikTok to another platform to become a super fan, i.e. from TikTok to Instagram or TikTok to YouTube or TikTok to SoundCloud, and then they'll actually become a fan over there, and then they'll convert into other stuff like buying tickets and streaming music. The attention span is super short on TikTok, so you really need to learn what content works for your audience and when. Some of the audience on TikTok is still super young, so that means that's going to lead into they're not right for clubbing fans, they're not going to come to your shows, so it might be a bit of a long game. With that younger audience, you're also going to get a lot more trolls because they're just younger mentality. And my fifth platform, Twitch. The pros. Twitch is the best platform for live streaming without a doubt, hands down. You can just go live and DJ quite easily. All you need is a phone, very simple. It's the only purposely built live streaming platform. All the others have added it on. YouTube added it on, Instagram added it on, TikTok added it on. It wasn't their first platform. We certainly miss some of the killer features. Now we've moved over to YouTube for our live streams, like emotes and things you can put in the chat. We have met so many of our shed head Discord family from Twitch because there's discoverability. They were just scrolling through Twitch to see who was live and they found us. We definitely missed that. You don't need much text to go live. Like I said, you can just stream from your phone. The raid culture on Twitch where you send your audience from your stream at the end of your stream to somebody else's stream really helps you grow quite quickly and really works well for DJs because you're continuing their audio journey. You're listening to you and you're sending them to another DJ. Works so well. Taking this step further, the raid train system where people will watch trains all day, and essentially their big online events are amazing. By adding a mic, you can interact with your audience, and this makes the streams even better and helps you grow even quicker. You can also earn off Twitch once you become an affiliate. All you need is 50 followers, 3 people watching to stream for 8 hours on 7 different days. That's not that hard to build at all. Okay, the cons of Twitch. You may need extra equipment. If your controller needs a computer to plug it in to make it work, then you're going to need a separate computer or your phone to be able to stream. The back end of Twitch is quite hard to learn. There's quite a lot of things you can plug and change and alter and tweak. It takes a steep learning curve to learn that. You might not also want to talk. You might want to just DJ. But if you're just doing that, you don't grow as quickly. You need to be interacting with them. The other big con is you need to stream at the same time every week or every month. You need to keep turning up and turning up. When you're not on platform, nothing is happening with your page. You need to get a strategy that works for you where you can turn up all the time and stick to that plan. Also with Twitch, you have to monitor a lot. You can't just DJ. You need to monitor what's going on in the chat. You need to monitor the levels. You need to monitor the spammers and the bots and everything that goes on with that, which is a difficult and a lot to get your head around when you're streaming at the start. You might want to get a friend to be a moderator so they can watch it while you're streaming. The other big one is you can't actually see the people you're DJing to. You see a load of names, but that's it. You can't see faces and you can't essentially read the crowd and see what's working. You need to use other social media platforms to send people to your Twitch streams, and you need to think about your content afterwards, continuously growing that Twitch channel. As I said, when you're off Twitch, nothing happens. You're literally invisible. So which platform are you going to go for? Which ones do you use? Let me know. And the big thing when it comes to using any of these platforms is you need to be active on the platform. You need to be consistently using it. This is why I said at the start, it needs to be your 80% of your time. And it's easier to do one platform and do one platform really well. The more you're active on these platforms, especially the social media platforms, being active in the DMs, being active in people's comments, chatting away to people, the more the platform pushes your content out and the more people find you and the quicker you grow on these platforms. What you'll find what happens is once you start commenting and DMing, the curiosity of just people will go, I wonder what they're doing. And if you've got great content on your page, they're going to click in, they're going to see it, they're going to watch loads of your other content and binge loads of your other content. And that's when they become your fans and you grow quite quickly. So you have to start using the platforms if you're going to be on them. Which social media platform do you use? Which ones are your favorites? I missed a couple of biggies there. I know I did. But which ones are you using? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to know. What is your plan for this year? You don't have one? Well, my friends, I have got you sorted. I've got a great plan for you for this year. It's going to help you be a more successful DJ, producer, artist in 2024. And so you need to go and watch this video next. It breaks it down into simple steps for you, and you should definitely go and watch that one next. Before we leave you in this video, don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. You're going to get 2 videos a week and 2 demo feedback sessions live every Monday and Wednesday. I have been Grahame Farmer. I'll see you over in this video. See you over there. Cheerio. Bye-bye.